Medics attend to fan who collapsed courtside at Spurs Grizzlies game. Monday's game in San Antonio is delayed 45 minutes after a fan seated courtside suffers a medical emergency prior to tip. Hey basketball fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a pretty emotional moment from a recent Spurs vs Grizzlies game, which was delayed after a fan collapsed courtside right before tip-off. What happened, how it affected both teams, and the incredible response from everyone involved. Let's break it all down. Monday night's game in San Antonio was set to tip off like any other. Both the Spurs and the Grizzlies were warming up, getting ready to go head-to-head. But just moments before the action was about to start, something unexpected happened. A fan sitting courtside collapsed before the game could even begin. The medics immediately rushed to the scene, and both teams were quickly sent back to their locker rooms as they worked on the man for about 7 minutes. In a statement, a Grizzlies spokesperson said, "We are sending our thoughts and prayers to the individual involved and are thankful to the first responders and medical staff who provided the necessary care." The fan was eventually taken out on a stretcher, and the game was delayed for about 45 minutes. As the teams waited for the situation to be resolved, the atmosphere was understandably heavy. Memphis head coach Taylor Jenkins kept his comments brief after the game, citing privacy concerns. But he did say that the organization was hoping for the best. Mike Miller, a sports agent who was sitting near the fan, described what happened from his perspective. He said he noticed something was wrong when the fan didn't stand up during the national anthem after having been talking to people just moments earlier. After the 45-minute delay, the game finally tipped off. Despite the emotional scene, the Grizzlies went on to secure a 128-109 victory. But for some players, the moment still lingered. Spurs rookie Stefan Castle admitted that the situation really threw him off at the start of the game. He said, "My energy was kind of shifted by it a little bit. I started the game real slow. My mind was all over the place. That was the first time that has ever happened to me, especially in a basketball environment." Meanwhile, Grizzlies forward G.G. Jackson shared his personal experience, relating it to a similar situation with his grandfather. He said, "My first instinct was to go straight to prayer. And when the Grizzlies returned to the locker room, the team gathered in a prayer circle for the fan. Ja Morant spoke up, saying, 'We had a great prayer led by Gigi. Then we were back here hoping for the best. Praying for the best.'" A truly powerful moment of unity and support from the team. Spurs interim head coach Mitch Johnson also shared his thoughts on how everyone handled the situation. He said, "We were just playing a waiting game and waiting for them to tell us what they thought was most appropriate. Ultimately, everyone involved showed immense understanding, putting the health and safety of the fan above all else. But that doesn't mean it didn't affect the players' mindset as they returned to the court. It's a reminder of how quickly things can change and how important it is to put people's well-being above the game. Our thoughts are with the fan and we hope for a speedy recovery." That's all for today's analysis. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more NBA updates. We'll see you next time.